Hello and welcome to Dragon Ball Rage Blast 2 character reviews. In today's episode we'll be covering Scouter Vegeta, also known as Saiyan Saga Vegeta, also known as Namek Saga Vegeta, among other nicknames. Scouter Vegeta represents the more brutal side of Vegeta. Scouter Vegeta's moveset is far more brutal than his base form and Super Saiyan counterparts, given the fact that one of them comes from killing Jace, one of them comes from killing Kui, and overall, Scouter Vegeta's moveset is basically him at his Saiyan Pride peak, until Goku knocks him down a notch. Lore aside, today we're going to take a deep dive look into Scouter Vegeta and his combo potential, his moveset, what he brings to the table, how he benefits you from using him, and so on. But I'll also finalize out this video with a full-on match displaying everything we've learned in today's video. So without further ado, let's jump right in, and if you're going to enjoy, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in further content. However, let's begin. Starting things out, let's talk about his signature skill. Every character in this game has a signature skill that makes them unique in their own way. Scouter Vegeta is no different. Scouter Vegeta's signature skill, the move he used against Zarbon if I remember correctly, is a multi-hit signature skill that sends the opponent flying on its final hit. Despite the deceitfully large hitbox, it's actually quite narrow and it can be quite buggy to use at times. However, where this move shines is in the fact that if you use it during a combo, you can actually vanish from the final hit and continue on a small combo string. Furthermore, which I'll get into later, there is another super attack that enables you to use this signature skill without any key consumption. As a signature skill overall, this is a very good combo stringing signature skill, and on its own it can be alright, but if you get blocked while using it, then you're quite open to a counter attack. So I would recommend not using this raw and rather using it to string into another combo. But it's overall a very solid signature skill and very fun to experiment with. Next we'll talk about the Galick Gun, a chargeable beam super attack that can clash with most supers except for the Omega Blaster from Super Saiyan 3 Bro. Now just because you can charge it doesn't mean I encourage you to do so, as charging it fully only gives a 3000 damage boost, which I honestly think is not worth a slow charger. Quickly using it during a combo is definitely more savory, as you get to finalize the combo and continue on with another move I'll list later. But as a beam overall, it's just, it's whatever. It's like the Kamehameha, but not as cool, honestly. But that's my opinion. Let me know what you think of this beam super attack in the comments below, and let me know how it works out for you. Super Energy Wave Volley, quite a standard move in this game. You see a lot of characters have it, and some characters have unique animations when performing. However, in the case of Scouter Vegeta, it's pretty much identical to any other move. It can hit from long range, you can usually hit when you knock them further enough into the air, it can hit at close range, it's very wonky on the ground, it's just overall, it has the same problems as any other variant of the move would have. And it's a very stock move for Vegeta to have. However, it can work given his combo strings, but you'd have to experiment that on your own, as I view the move honestly to be quite detrimental in comparison to his other super attacks. Saiyan Spirit is a very unique type of move. It's a buff super attack, if you will. Basically, it eliminates most key consumption of dashing and whatnot. However, its main shining point is the fact that it will eliminate key consumption upon using a signature skill, which basically means you can infinitely use the signature skill so long as the buff is proc. And this really helps out Vegeta when it comes to his combo stringer potential. But honestly, other than that, I just don't think there's any point to this move. It's nice to just have and to be able to utilize the fact that the signature skill no longer costs key and dashing is slightly more cheaper. But I think you're just better off using something more useful, such as the next move I'm going to mention. The Explosive Wave, very stock standard in comparison to its super cousin. The Explosive Wave is actually a lot more impressive than people give it credit for. But the hitbox is big enough, I guess. Probably not as big as Super Explosive Wave, but I digress. The damage is nothing to really snort at. And defensively, it's probably one of the most useful moves you'll ever have in this Vegeta's kit. It can not only nullify super attacks, projectile super attacks especially, but it can also completely nullify some ultimate attacks, which is insane to think about. You have a very good defense and offense move that if you don't have it on your kit, then you're just wasting a slot, honestly. It's such a useful multi-situational tool that gets you out of trouble no matter what the circumstance. And it's also good for some combo strings. Vegeta's ground throw is very interesting, and the fact that you can trigger it from basically anywhere on the map. You can do a sweep on your opponent and then trigger it right next to the opponent to continue the combo. And if you do it at the right time, instead of just hitting them on the ground, they'll be staggered while standing up, allowing you to continue your combo stream from it. However, the distance at which you could do this ground throw is impeccably long. Like, you could be halfway across the map, and so long as you are locked onto your opponent and they are on the floor, you are basically free to just do that throw and get some free damage out of it, no matter the distance. However, keep in mind that if you do it from across the map, you will be teleported straight back to where you performed the throw. So you won't be next to them, which unfortunately means that it's not going to be a very good closing the distance type move, like instant transmission and whatnot. But in its own right, it's very, very useful in case you want to get a little bit more damage off and just finish off the opponent when they have nothing left. Scout Vegeta's ultimate attack is the final burst cannon, a generic and honestly underwhelming beam projectile ultimate attack. It's not unblockable, it can be nullified by barriers, explosive waves, absorb, you get the deal. It's nothing to really write home about. The animation is cool, I guess, but other than that, it's pretty much a very standard of the mill move. The execution time is about average, the size is about average. There's really not much to write home about when it comes to his ultimate attack. Vegeta's dash super attack, the Genocide Breaker, has a reasonable range. It can catch up in the right circumstances. The damage is alright. The animation is very, very nice, especially given the fact that this took place in the Rage of Blast era, where some animations were quite janky, admittedly. But other than that, Genocide Breaker can be very, very good if you know how to properly get into it. It is blockable, and some moves will nullify it, like Project Barrier and Explosive Waves. But other than that, you can string this into combos, and it is a very, very good combo ender if you really want to go that route. And lastly, we're going to talk about Dirty Fireworks. I've saved this one for last because it is the most interesting out of the super attack roster. See, upon first glance, it's a cinematic projectile super attack. Not really much to write home about. However, upon testing, it seems this super attack is a counter super attack. Let me explain. You see, most super attacks can be clashed with, especially projectiles. However, Dirty Fireworks completely nullifies other projectile super attacks and goes through them, meaning that this is among the same type of caliber as Super Saiyan 3 Broly's Omega Blaster, where it will go through most normal super attacks and can even clash with ultimate attack. Except this cannot clash with ultimate attacks and you just get hit by them, unfortunately. But if you're against the projectile super and you want to guarantee a hit, then go ahead, Dirty Fireworks is your key. In terms of combos, this can also work as the activation is quite fast and the projectile is very speedy, so connecting it is not an issue. However, it's just a matter of being able to execute it and knowing when to use it for what counts. But yeah, a very, very strong super attack, very, very good utility, and it can get you out of a tough situation given the circumstances. So yeah, Scout Vegeta has a very fun combo set. You can really make things work when he offers the table with super attacks, and especially his signature skill. So, combining all that we've learned throughout this entire video into one fight, let's take a look at what Scout Vegeta would look like in an average 1v5 situation. Unfortunately, I can't record any multiplayer gameplay as this is emulator footage, and obviously online support is not available for emulated copies of the game. I hope you enjoyed this little snippet of Scout Vegeta just going against people he's killed before. And yeah, thank you for watching, thank you for all the support, and subscribe if you're new. But as always, I'll see you all after this video.
死んでもらうぜ。もう許さんぞ。さあやータコが見ろよ。待てよ。俺も一緒にやらせてくれ。手伝ってよ。もう許さんぞ。待ってみろよ。だなガキだばい。砕け散れ。俺もフリーザスマ。ああいや汚ねえ。フリーザは気に入らなかったんだ。くだらんミスをベラベラ喋りやがってみろよ。ムカつく野郎だぜ。終わりだ。汚ねえ花火だ。汚ねえ花火だ。ぶっ潰してやるぜ。宇宙一タコがだなガキだばい。分かっているぞ。貴様はこの俺が以前よりはるかに強くなったことを知り恐れている。やめるなよ。待たせちゃったかな。よっしゃ。運動はここまでだ。さあ、そろそろ始めようぜ。やめるなよ。やっちゃない。 種族だ。なめるなよ。